Definitely a sunny good morning to you. Happy Friday. And we're going to talk about foreclosures today. Glenn Stein, Realty Executives in the Villages. And there's a lot of things we're going to be covering over the next couple of weeks I'm really excited about. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that I've gotten questions on. There's a lot of questions about pricing. There's a lot of questions about where the market is going. There's questions about, amenities in the villages. There's questions about healthcare in the villages. So we're going to be covering that over the next several weeks. But today it's going to be about foreclosures. And let's start on the macro level. Let's start from a national level. We're looking at fewer foreclosures during the unicorn years, which, U.S. properties, this is a report that was created on U.S. properties with foreclosure filings. So not the actual foreclosures, but the beginnings of what they call notice of default. In Florida, it's lis pendens, that type of thing, when someone doesn't pay and the bank files a suit against a person for failure to pay their mortgage. And what you're looking at here in 2017, you're looking at 676,000, over 676,000 properties that were that there was some kind of foreclosure filings back in 2017. 2018, you can see there's a little bit of a decline, and then 2019, a severe decline under 500,000. Then, of course, 2020 and 2021, there was a lot of moratoriums and that type of thing, and it was a hold, and you're looking at a peak of 151. So you're talking about five times four times more in 2017 versus 2021, and then we saw a spike up, obviously with the moratorium closing, and still less than 2019 numbers, 324,000 foreclosures. So it gives you an idea on a national basis what we're looking at. But what's happening in the villages? Like, a lot of people ask about that. Sometimes buyers want to know, okay, what's happening with foreclosures? Can I buy a foreclosure? Do you have a foreclosure list? That type of thing. And you can actually buy foreclosure straight from the courthouse. Most of it's online right now. And you can't pay by mortgage. It's got to be cash, and there's an auction process online through the various counties, whether it's Sumter, Lake, or Marion, or the surrounding areas. You can do that in Florida for sure. But sometimes we're going to be talking about properties that already have gone through the foreclosure process, and now we're looking at situations where the bank owns it, or what they call REO properties, right? Real estate owned by the bank. So I'm going to show you exactly what's available right at the moment. Literally, we've got 6 properties that are for sale right at the moment, and we're going to take a look at each one of those to show you exactly what's available in the foreclosure market. I think that's going to be an important thing. So the first property that I want to share with you is going to be on Devon Drive. So that's the first thing I want to take a look at, Devon Drive. And when we're looking at Devon Drive, let's open it up a little bit more. 712 Devon Drive is going to be our first one, so you can see. And then we're going to look at St. Andrews Boulevard, Dustin, Espinosa, Keating, and Madero. Those are going to be the properties we're going to look at today. But when we're looking at Devon Drive is $170,000. Sometimes you can look at some of these properties, and what happens is you don't know if they're free and clear. Most of them are, when you're talking about real estate owned, but sometimes it gets a little bit sketchy, because it can be an online auction of some sort. But this one here on Devon Drive, 170,000, built in 1984, mobile home. Days on market 25 days, 1,400 square feet. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and that's going to be in the Orange Blossom Gardens side, which is essentially east of 441 in the Villages. So that's something that is available right now, active. And by the way, if you have questions about this, you can connect with me at 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. The next one we're going to look at, St. Andrews Boulevard, also on the Orange Blossom side, real estate owned, bank owned, been on the market 26 days, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 180,000 is the price on that one. And then let's look at the next one, also real estate owned, also on that side of the road, on the other side of 441, 1224 Dustin Drive, 216,000. This one's been on the market for quite a while, and you can tell there's a difference, right? Like, you've got a 2-bedroom, one bath here, also about 500 square feet smaller than the other ones. and it's also at a higher price. So looking at, doesn't look like there's anything dramatically different. It still looks like it needs work. Not all, most of the foreclosure properties are going to need work, and that's why investors or someone who is willing to do the work to get it up to speed, that's where it usually ends up. Now, this is the first, site-built home that we're looking at today for bank-owned foreclosures, 221,000. This one's a 1-1 villa, right? 927 square feet. Okay, not a lot of pictures, probably because it needs a little bit of work. I haven't been in that one. That's on Espinosa. This one on Keating Terrace is 292,000. Been on the market for just over 4 months. 1855 square feet, and this is a Veracruz model on a corner lot, right? 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So just under the $300,000 mark, and it's a foreclosure. Now, the one thing that I don't know that I've talked about this recently, if ever, on this channel, is a short sale. And a lot of people don't know what a short sale is, but a short sale is not a bank-owned property. It's kind of a property that the bank has decided they're going to file a suit against the owner. And just like we were talking about before, there's been a lis pendens filed, or there's about to be, and the owner no longer can afford it. Sometimes there's a reverse mortgage on it. There's a lot of different things that could be happening. But what happens is that typically in a short sale, and we saw a lot of these between 2008 through 2012, the owner owes more than what the property is worth. I'm not saying that's the case here, but that's my assumption, right? So, in fact, in the description it says it's 33,000 below appraised value. I don't know that to be true, but that's what it says. 2176 Madero Drive, 327,000, 1464 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Usually they take a little bit of time. So you got to have patience with short sales. They're not going to be typically, they're not going to be quick closings. They could take 60 to 90 plus days to actually close on it. But if you have questions about it, be happy to share some information on short sales or foreclosures in general. Connect with me, 352-572-3796. And obviously, we're going through a heat wave, by the way. We had a lot of rain about 2 weeks ago and then a little bit of showers this morning, but there has been an absolute heat wave pretty much throughout the country. So if you want to leave in the chat, in the comment section, what's your temperature where you are, right? Where are you, and what's the temperature where you are today? Because we're going to cook today. It's probably going to be mid-90s again. But then again, it is July, so it's supposed to be pretty hot in Florida. All right. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care.